Hi, everyone, and welcome. We're going to be talking about the happiness code and about some of the world's happiest people and the 15 habits that they exhibit. So, this comes from an article by Dr. Mercola, and it's the world's happiest people share the 15 things that they have in common. If you have any questions, please feel free to give Dr. Justine a quick text 647-987-9355. I wanted to welcome Dr. Justine. She is our leader here at the Justine Blainey Wellness Center, and she absolutely believes that everyone deserves a healthcare team that focuses not only on prevention, but optimal health and open communication. She is a passionate warrior for your health. Please help me welcome Dr. Justine.
Hello, everybody wants to be happier, more energy, and we know that if you are happier, you live longer. So, upcoming talks we do have about how to deal with that morning fatigue, how to get your energy rolling. We have one on how to take care of your noggin, how to protect your cognitive health, your brain health. That is our dinner and health talk. Ask more about it. It's at the Mandarin. We have better talks on absorbing your sleep and getting better sleep. And also absorbing those nutrients better. So stay tuned with us, share this with others because we want you to be the best you can be. So let's get into the 15 habits from happy people from Dr. Mercola. We know this is research from 2024 and saying that Americans, this is a US study, only 47% expressed high satisfaction with their life. Like that means 53% were not satisfied for their life. So we're going to talk about how to be more satisfied. Much of the blame was on finances, the economic, the government. And we want to work on how do we get happier physical health, social connections, purpose, more concrete variables that we can control. So we got 15 ways for you today on how you can be your best. So some of the habits, number one is maintaining your finances and living within those means. So I grew up as a single parent mom. So yes, we shopped at Bargain Harold's, secondhand clothes. We had a sewing machine. We would sew the clothes to fit us better or to be better tailored. Loved secondhand clothes from my cousins, the DeTulios. Loved those garbage bags full of goodies of secondhand clothes. And still today, love to be able to get hand-me-downs from my stepmother. So there is nothing wrong with taking secondhand clothes or making sure that we don't have to have the name brands. Like I still love my squirts from Costco. So looking at managing your finances, and for my daughter, it's interesting now with your phone or your Apple Watch, they're really having categories and making sure that you are looking where the money goes. Because a lot of times it's just being more aware of what do you need to spend on food? What do you need to spend on personal hygiene? What do you need to spend on your health being a top priority, and trying to live according to your purpose, your main goals, your top priorities. And the best way is to monitor where does your money go month after month so that you can know how much you actually have to allocate for savings, for regular spending, for healthcare. So looking at doing those charts. Number two is setting goals and reaching goals. So I have my goals written out. We do goals pages. I put them where I brush my teeth so I can see it on a regular basis. And I can check in on a regular basis when I brush my teeth. That's also where I put my daily affirmations and my mission statement where I brush my teeth. But knowing what your goals are in your different categories of social health, physical health, emotional health, financial health, vocational health. Look at the different categories, your volunteering, your philanthropy, making sure you set up your goals each year so that we're not just living by the moment or in the present moment. We're also preparing for the future. We're going to be that much happier when we set a goal and reach a goal. Even when you write your goals down, typically you're going to hit 80 to 85% of them. And that's amazing. That's an A. And you can congratulate yourself because usually that 10% just wasn't that important, or you just haven't reached it yet. Number three is making time for trips and vacations, time for family. And these vacations don't have to be 3 weeks to Europe or a month to India. Sometimes these vacations can be a weekend trip to Collingwood or a weekend trip, um, across the border. It could be a day trip to the beach. It can be a weekend to the science center. Our concept of a trip does not have to be on a plane or a train. It can be something that is local. In Brampton, we have so many amazing places to go just locally, or even within Ontario to go to Aurora and see the Aurora Ridge. There are so many parts of the Muskoka that we can enjoy and think of it as in short trips to reduce our stress but improve our happiness. Number four, sorry, is using our strengths and do what we do best. So, whether it's in a sport, playing hockey, or it's in reading, or it's in volunteering, or it's leading your team at work, find out what our strengths are and use those strengths to serve others, to serve the community, and to use those strengths to make someone else's life better, which will improve your own happiness. Number six is making sure you feel safe and secure in your community. And the best way to do that is to get to know your neighbors. Get outside when it's snowing and help them with their driveway. When it's gardening time, wave to your neighbors. When you're driving by, wave to your neighbors. The more you know the people who live around you, the safer you will feel. When a new neighbor comes in, go over to say hello. This is an opportunity to make sure we're creating a safer place, not only for you, but for the kids in the neighborhood. Number six is learning something new or something interesting every day. So for me, I love to read. So I'm reading something on health every single day, something spiritual every single day. It's part of my daily habit. Darren Hardy, something about being a better leader every day. So to be a better leader, something for health, and something spiritual. Those three things is a daily habit every single day. But for my husband, every single day he's doing his Spanish on his phone. What are you trying to learn? Maybe it's something artistic. Maybe it's something musical. Maybe it's something with your hands like a crochet or knitting. Maybe it's something that is academic, something math, Sudoku, word puzzles. But we want to practice on something new, some challenge that can help us be happier every single day. Number seven is having someone in your life that encourages you to be healthy. So, if you want somebody that's your cheerleader in your side, that's going to the gym for you, going for a walk with you, and the best way to somebody who wants to eat healthy with you, somebody's good you can connect with about your healthy recipes, and the best way to do is to ask. You want to ask someone else to be on your journey with them. Do look for somebody who's doing something better than you is usually the best way. But if not, even if you know you're the leader for someone else, maybe you're the leader for your child, leader for your parent, find somebody, a friend. And the more you lead them, the better. You're now looking up for healthy recipes. You're looking up for healthy challenges. I know, just on Sunday, my good friend Mia talked to me about Hyrox, Hyrox, a new type of CrossFit competition or Tough Mudder race. And I'm like, cool, this is something to challenge yourself towards. But who are you hanging with, and let them help you and you help them to challenge yourself to be healthier, to go on challenges for detoxes, challenges for healthy eating for 21 days. And that will help you be healthier by that connection for somebody that's healthier. Number eight is to eat healthy every single day, or at least 6 days of the week. So aiming for this much greens on a plate, you're aiming for a full handful of greens at least once a day, if not twice a day. Even my stepdad, I couldn't do this, but eats salad for breakfast. How are you getting those greens in every single day? The wild fish instead of farm, the free range beef, chicken, making sure the animals are wild for the proteins that you're getting. You're getting enough protein for those. Typically, it's around 100 grams of protein a day, and those healthy fats. Healthy fats help your brain. Healthy brain, happier person. So the healthier you eat, the more you have a healthy waistline, the more energy you have, the happier you are. And number 9 is looking for those fruits and vegetables. So aiming for vegetables with at least 2 meals a day. And so healthy vegetables, healthy fruits can be done in a smoothie. And the fruits, if you can, low glycemic, like green apples and berries. Berries of any kind, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries. Raspberries are my favorite. That's when it's in the fridge. My husband knows that's the way to my heart. So looking towards healthy fruits and vegetables every single day. You can also use them frozen in a smoothie with that healthy protein, making sure the protein powder that you use is from free range grass fed cows or vegetarian. That can be hemp or pea, so that you're looking towards healthy proteins and not getting those fake sugars in your protein shakes. Number 10 is see the dentist. All right. Making sure you're just getting your checkups with your eye doctor, your dentist, your medical doctor, your chiropractor, doing regular checkups. Find a problem before it's a big problem. Once your teeth hurt, everything hurts. And the idea is you keep your teeth till from the day you're born to the day you die, right? So your goal is to maintain the bones in your body, your teeth, and your spine. Number 11 is getting recognition for doing something. And that means giving back, right? Supporting. So recognition might be on a sports team where you're organizing the team party, you're organizing a friend's shower, you're organizing Christmas party, you're organizing Eid, you're organizing, helping your community, helping your church, helping your um, temple. But when you're giving back, it doesn't mean you get a medal around your neck. It doesn't have to be a trophy or a plaque. It's just saying that you're helping others. You're making this place a better place to live. Number 12, I think this is very obvious, no smoking. Okay, we know smoking is bad. But along with that, sitting is the new smoking. So limit your sitting time. Number 13 is maintaining that healthy weight. And even if you're 10 pounds over, better not doing the yo yo diets, making sure you're relatively at that healthy weight. Careful to watch just the scale because muscle weighs more than fat. So if you're stronger, and you have more muscle mass, your BMI will be off. So that's why we do the Tanita at the office. The Tanita will look at how much muscle, how much water, how much fat you have. So it's a stronger connection to your health rather than a regular scale. But also just making sure that your clothes aren't feeling tight. It doesn't mean just buy new clothes, but taking a look at the good gas going in the tank and the regular movement driving the car, right? Getting yourself walking, moving at least those 10,000 steps and monitoring at least 6 days of the week. Not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but 6 days of the week, you're doing the best you can. And number 14 is it talks about in this article with Dr. Mercola, exercising at least 30 minutes 3 times a week. In fact, other research that I've read says at least 30 minutes 5 days a week. 30 minutes 5 days a week to maintain. If you're doing the 30 minutes only and it's 3 times a week, that means you got to get your heart rate higher. You've got to really push that heart rate to a higher level. You're getting a good sweat on. But minimum, if it's at a low cardio rate, 5 times a week, 30 minutes, you want some cardio intermixed with muscle mass. The more muscle mass, the stronger your bones, the stronger your joints, stronger your circulation. It helps your heart. You're happier, you live longer. So exercise is a huge part of being happy. And number 15 is finding ways to be active and productive. I love the seniors that just have no time, right? They're at all the different, bus trips. They're helping with the community, helping with the church. They're giving back, volunteering, reading at the school. They're doing activities to help with their grandchildren. We want to make sure we have a joie de vivre, a reason to get up in the morning. It's okay to have a to-do list. That makes you feel productive when you check off that to-do list. So making sure you have things that you're excited for in the day. And if you don't know what those are, look through where maybe you're doing pickleball, maybe you're picking up curling, maybe you're picking up shuffling, maybe you're joining a walking or hiking group or a biking group, maybe you're joining a reading club. So much out there is free groups to participate. Maybe you're walking at the mall, but you're creating a schedule where you're connected and you're trying to get moving, get active, meeting new people, and a way to give back. And of course, number 6, this is me adjusting, my husband, Dr. Blake, getting adjusted. Dr. Blake and I get adjusted once to twice a week. We are doing physical work. And so the more you stay moving and stay active, the more stress is on your spine, the more you want to check your spine to be as healthy as possible. So stay tuned with us. See your chiropractor. Make sure you're getting your regular spinal checkups. When we look at where are the happiest people on earth, we look at those who live the longest. That's in the world is called your blue zones. So there are 5 blue zones: Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, Costa Rica is where my brother moved, Greece, and California. These are where the people who live the longest, and people who live the longest tend to be the happiest. So what did they do in these areas? They found that these people in these areas focused on 3 main things: life satisfaction, focusing on really enjoying the moment, finding their purpose and engaging in that purpose and meaningful activities every single day, looking for daily enjoyment, focusing on the joy and focusing on laughing and smiling every single day. Why are they some of the happiest people? These are in Sycamore. They find that they have a clear, easy path to success because they don't mind working hard. Just because you're relaxing, being a couch potato, catching up with Netflix, catching up with the latest show, the latest podcast doesn't make you happier. It's important to be working hard, giving back. They preferred security over freedom. They wanted to live largely under conservative values in Singapore. So important though to be really focusing on giving back, being active, and knowing your purpose. So when we have that sense of purpose and being productive, that's how we live the longest, past those 80 years. So we feel that life meaning or that self actualization. The sense of purpose can give back when you're helping in your career. You're doing the extra step. You're doing that one more thing to help your colleague. You're always leaving it, wherever you're at, one step better than when you found it. You're giving back to your family. You're doing all that last thing to make their lives easier, volunteering with different sports, hobbies, churches, places of worship, community groups, and that you're going to develop those happy genes. And in Costa Rica, they focus on doing something daily to enjoy, whether it's a hike, a walk, a beach, enjoying the beautiful views, getting out in nature, focus time in green. I know my brother and my sister-in-law every day, first thing in Costa Rica, it's bright really early there. So by 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., they're out for an hour hike with the dog. They're constantly getting to the beach, getting that sunlight, getting outside in nature, whether it's a bike ride or a hike, and looking towards that family time. So they focus on naps, long lunches, and time for their faith in order to be happier. Communities that are spending in time in nature. So you can see a picture here of hiking or camping, but that time out in nature will reduce that stress, help the body relax, get rid of those negative Nelly emotions and thoughts, help us feel more part of this amazing earth that we have and feel a sense of wholeness. So some of the areas they talked about happiness is bikeable and walkable. Well, in Brampton, there are so many amazing paths now to make sure we can get outside, and that good weather is coming so we can see and enjoy the green spaces that we have in Brampton. We know that the happier you are, the longer you live. So when they look at happiness and longevity, it does go hand in hand. And some of the areas that people noticed to help reduce the heart disease was emotionally feeling strong, feeling positive, joy and happiness, having that energy, that life satisfaction reduces mortality, reduces cardiovascular disease. So it's important to focus on these 15 areas rather than getting the next thing, the next, Lululemon, the next name brand purse, the next fancy car, the fancy kitchen or reno in your house. That we're focusing on where it counts, and that's the people and the loved ones around us. So the longer you live is usually related to the happier you are. And some of the areas to be happier, to get less sick, is to focus on your emotional happiness. And they know that 1/3 of the people with negative emotional styles, constant stress, will get sick more often. I think all of us know that the more stress, more likely we're going to get sick. So, looking and working on techniques to reduce stress. We have a Linda, our psychologist at our office, who is just beautiful person to talk to. Getting your regular adjustments, massage, acupuncture, regular movement, meditation, prayer, all of these areas will help improve your happiness and reduce your risk of getting sick. So we've got some hints here on how to be happier, making a new friend, and that's one of the best ways is to get out volunteering, get out doing things with others. Will help you to feel happier and get a better quality night's sleep. So number two is that sleep, aiming for 6 to 8 hours. And those who in this community sort of think, that sleep's a waste of time, but really, or a waste of money, that there's stuff to do. There's such a competition and who sleeps less. But reality is the better quality sleep, the faster decisions you can make, the healthier you are. And number three is meaningful conversations. That doesn't mean talking about TV, Netflix, the Leafs, the last sports game, Raptors, but that kind of small talk. But we're getting into real conversations about our feelings, about our challenges, whether it's with our health, our finances, our nutrition, our relationships, our kids. But deep, meaningful conversations help creates that connection and helps us to be happier. So we talked about a ton to stay happier. Part of it is taking care of you, making yourself a priority, your health a priority, physical, chemical, emotional priority. And then when you're healthier, you can give back, you can connect better with others. And as a chiropractor, we help reduce that stress, removing those subluxations that limit, that reduce the nerve impulses from your brain to the rest of your body. We can't make those connections. However, I can tell you that so many people have made friends in our office education room, in the waiting room, because they're meeting like-minded people who care about their health, care about their families, care about their community. So connect with a chiropractor to reduce your stress, to help you be your best so you can get out there and give back, live the life that you deserve, and help others also do the same. So stay tuned with us, connect with us. Our goal is to help you be your best, make a difference worldwide. So share this with others that you want to be happier too.